Okay, I think we are here. Okay, welcome ladies and gentlemen to 2022 and the BSFA Awards for 2021. I must say on a personal note, I am delighted to be here. For those of you that have tuned in before, you may know that the last two award ceremonies have happened in the prestigious location of my bedroom. Much as that is a very, very nice place to be. It is my spare bedroom. The cats like it. It is much better to be here and to actually see people in person. I mean, you know, obviously in my house I have 3 cats and I have a partner who is wonderful, but during an award ceremony, goodness, do you need an audience? And it is lovely to have an audience in front of me who are going to be absolutely brilliant, surely. Aren't you? Good? Yes? Fantastic. Thank you. Okay. So this year is, I mean, it's going to be a wonderful year, I think, in terms of what's happening. We've had this opportunity to come back to conventions, and already you can feel the energy, the positivity, the buzz in terms of our ability to be able to do that, to see each other, to see the people that we've missed, to actually talk about the things that we really like. And I mean, it's nice enough to do that online, but it's also wonderful to be here at the convention. Not to dismiss anybody who is tuning in online. Hello. You are just as valuable too. Okay. So yeah. A wonderful, wonderful opportunity, and I am absolutely delighted that it is not me that is going to be doing all the presentation either. We have a much, much better solution, an upgrade, a massive, massive bolster to the presentation proceedings. So I'd like to welcome onto the stage 2 wonderful, wonderful presenters who are well known to you, and well, they're going to bring an incredible joie de vivre to the proceedings. Please can I welcome Mary Robinette Kowal and Ian Waite.
All right, thank you very much. Hello. I am delighted to be here with you today, Ian, and with all of you. The welcome is already, whoo, that was exciting. The welcome has already happened, but I'm going to briefly tell you a little bit about what the British Science Fiction Association is. So the BSFA Awards are presented annually by the British Science Fiction Association based on a vote of British Science Fiction Association members, and in recent years, members of EasterCon. Hello. And these are fan awards that not only seek to honor the most worthy examples of each category, but also to promote the genre of science fiction and get people reading and talking about and enjoying all that contemporary science fiction has to offer, which sounds great, but you actually know a lot more about it. Do you want to translate that into what that actually means for people?
No pressure then. Thanks very much, Mary Robinette. Yes.
I'm American. That means we excel in providing pressure.
Excellent. Okay. Yes. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to say it's a huge, huge privilege to be here at EasterCon, seeing real people, seeing the community which I'm very proud to be a part of. And it's wonderful to see all you fine folk. So thank you very much. As some of you will know, my name's Ian. I'm this evening's support act, here to show through my sheer ineptitude just how professional and polished Mary Robinette is. So that's my function here. The BSFA, to give you a little bit of history about it, the BSFA, or to give you its full title, the British Shellfish Association, was founded by one Duncan McGregor, a Glaswegian resident, when in 1933 he went on holiday to the Highlands and discovered the largest example of a pearl found in the rare British freshwater mussel that had ever been recorded. Oh, hang on, sorry. The BSFA, The British Science Fiction Association was founded 64 years ago. It is reputedly the longest-running science fiction association in the world. Now, the awards have been very important to me for a long while, not least because it's practically the only thing I've ever been nominated for, but apart from that, the thing about the awards is these are not voted for by a committee. There's no panel of judges. It's not 5 or 6 people. It's voted for, as Mary Robinette said, by the members of the BSFA and the attendees of EasterCon. Therefore, it provides a great barometer to what is popular in British SF at the time. And in that way, I think it plays a vital role, and I'm delighted and honoured to be up here adding my little small bit to it today. So thank you very much for having us on stage.
So I believe that brings us to our first category, which is the best book for young reader.
Indeed.
The the Best Fiction for Young Reader Award is open to any work of science fiction or fantasy aimed predominantly at younger readers, first published in the year of eligibility. And this includes children's literature, middle grade, and young adult.
And the nominees in this category this year are The Raven Heir by Stephanie Burgess, Bloomsbury Children's Books. A Snake Falls to Earth by Darcy Littlebadger, Levine Querido. Iron Widow by Ziran J. Zhao, Rock the Boat. Redemptor by Jordan Ihueko, Hotkey Books. The Empty Orchestra by Elizabeth Priest, Luna Press Publishing. And finally, Utterly Dark and the Face of the Deep by Philip Reeve, David Fickling Books.
The BSFA Awards for Best Book for Younger Readers goes to Iron Widow by Shiran J. Zhao.
I'm not sure if we have anyone to collect that for Shiran. Thank you.
Just to explain, this is the one and only nominee we've not been able to get hold of. If you have any means of contact, I would be deeply grateful to be sent it. Thank you, Nicholas. We will talk afterwards. That was inevitable.
So, congratulations to Shiran. Next, we go to the category for Best Shorter Fiction. Right. The Best Short Fiction Award is open to any shorter work of science fiction or fantasy up to and including novellas. So basically, if you are 40,000 words or under, first published in the year of eligibility in a magazine, in a book, in audio format, or any electronic or web-based format. I highly approve of just acknowledging that fiction is fiction. The nominees are Fireheart Tiger by Aliette de Bodar, Tor.com. Light Chaser by Peter F. Hamilton, Gareth L. Powell, Tor.com. O2 Arena by Ogana Chawle, Donald Pecky, Galaxy Edge Magazine. Things Can Only Get Better by Fiona Moore, Abyss and Apex.
And the winner
Here, I'll hold the award.
is Fireheart Tiger by Aliette de Bodar. Congratulations, Aliette.
Okay. um, give me 2 minutes. I mean, metaphorically speaking. I would like to thank everybody who nominated, voted, and spread the word. I would also like to congratulate my fellow nominees because it was a very strong shortlist. I'd like to thank my agent, John Berline, my editor, Jonathan Strahan, Rosie Shen, Sana Alvirani, and all the Talk.com team. Fireheart Tiger is a story of finding agency. It's a story of resilience in the face of darkness and immense odds. And I hope that it is of relevance today. And I thank you for this. Thank you.
All right, now we are on to Best Nonfiction. The Best Nonfiction Award is open to any written work about science fiction and/or fantasy which appeared in its current form in the year of eligibility. Whole collections comprised entirely of unrevised work that has been published elsewhere previous are ineligible. So these are nonfiction that talks to us about science fiction or fantasy.
And this year's nominees are, and I want to know why I get the category with the longest titles, this just isn't fair. But this year's nominees are Cyberpunk Culture and Psychology, Seeing Through the Mirror Shades by Anna McFarlane, Routledge. Diverse Futures, Science Fiction and Authors of Colour by Joy Sanchez-Taylor, Ohio State Press. The Anthropocene Unconscious, Climate Catastrophe Culture by Mark Bald, Verso Books. Worlds Apart, World Building in Fantasy and Science Fiction, edited by Francesca T. Barbini, Luna Press, or Luna Publishing. Octothorpe Podcast by John Coxon, Alison Scott, and Liz Batty, Octothorpe. And Science Fiction and the Pathways Out of COVID Crisis by Val Nolan, The Polyphony.
And the winner is World Building and Fantasy and Science Fiction, edited by Francesca T. Barbini.
Yes, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Thank you. Well, first of all, I would like to thank you all for this. I am absolutely delighted, and I would like to say that there are two people in the audience here tonight that made also this possible, because we have Alan Stroud and Sheryl Morgan in the audience who contributed papers to the call for papers. I'm sorry. So an editor, can only do so much. I almost feel like I should be here surrounded by all the marvelous people that wrote every single paper in the collection. So Alan, Sheryl, you're here. Sheryl, I can't see you, but this is for you. There you are. Okay. Where is she? Sorry, I can't see you. I've got the light on. Okay. So this is for you. I would like to thank you all for giving us your support and for voting for this, to the BSFA, to all my fellow nominees. This is incredible. I don't think I sang quite yet. I'll just go sit quietly now. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So now we come to the category of Best Art, and you have to sit down.
Oh, do I have to go for this one?
Yes,
okay.
well, you,
Okay.
yes. Here, published one of the works. Best artwork is open to any science fictional or fantastic artwork that first appeared in the year of eligibility. And I love that there is no definition of what art is, because isn't that true? The nominees: cover of Eugene Bacon's Danged Black Thing by Peter Lowe, Cara Walker, Transit Lounge Publishing. Cover of Eugene Bacon's Saving Shadows by Elena Bettis, Newcomb Press. Cover of Suyi Davies Okungboya's Son of the Storm by Don Dos Santos. Oh, jet lag is a terrible thing. Son of the Storm by Dan Dos Santos, Lauren Panapinto, Orbit. Cover of Oganachawe Donald Kapeki's The Year's Best African Speculative Fiction by Maria Spada. Glasgow, really? So sorry to everybody. Glasgow Green Woman by Ian Clark, Glasgow 2024. And the winner is Glasgow Green Woman by Ian Clark.
I'm clearly not Ian Clark. So we asked him for some words in case this happened, and he said, "Thank you, I'm in the Lake District with limited connectivity. I would be amazed if I won 2 years in a row, especially with such a phenomenal shortlist, but just in case. Thanks to my wife Janet and my daughters Anna and Jennifer for their support. And thanks to Esther, Meg, Matt, Kate and everyone at the Glasgow Bid for their tireless enthusiasm. The Glasgow Bid is a huge source of inspiration, and this win would never have happened without them. Thank you all."
Now we come to the final category, which is Best Novel. The Best Novel Award is open to any novel-length work of science fiction or fantasy, so anything over 40,000 words.
Okay. And I have to say it's a phenomenal shortlist this year. I'm glad I didn't get to vote in this because I'd have found it very difficult. But the nominees for Best Novel are A Desolation Called Peace by Arkady Martin, Tor. Blackthorn Winter by Liz Williams, Newcomb Press. Purgatory Mount by Adam Roberts, Gollancz. Shards of Earth by Adrian Tchaikovsky, Tor. Skyward Inn by Alia Whiteley, Solaris. And finally, Green Man's Challenge by Juliet E. McKenna, Wizards Tower Press.
And the winner is Shards of Earth by Adrian Tchaikovsky.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hand it.
You have to keep it.
No, not that one. That's...
Oh, it's the wrong one.
I'm not that greedy for awards, honestly.
See how well rehearsed we are here. You know?
This is a bit mad, isn't it? I'm quite in awe, to be honest, because as has been said, it's an incredible shortlist of books. It's one of the rare years I've read absolutely every one of them in the year beforehand, and they are very definitely a slice of the absolute best work being produced in the genre. Got it backwards. I'm profoundly grateful to everyone who's voted for me, but would very much encourage everyone to go and read all of the others because they're very, very good. At one point, a long time ago, there was this weird, disaffected guy who had a job he didn't much like, and I can probably say now, wasn't terribly good at. But what he wanted to do more than anything else was tell stories that other people would get to enjoy. And after quite a long time, here we are. And I think that's amazing, and I really hope for everyone else who is in the trade that you get to be doing this yourselves at some point in the near future. Thank you.
Well, I think that just about wraps things up for this evening. I would like to say thank you to all the nominees for some fabulous, fabulous work. And thank you to all the people who voted in the award, because without you voting, it doesn't happen. So you're as essential as anyone else in this process. So thank you very much indeed.
Indeed. And for those of you who think, oh, I'm just a fan or just a reader, you are why all of this work exists. So thank you to all of you.
And thank you to Mary Robinette for agreeing to help present the awards as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ian, as well.
I think that finishes us off. So thank you very much.